Hello everyone, my name is Marius Stanescu for Advanced Trading Tools, and in this video I'm going to explain how this volume and market profile indicator works. This indicator is coming with some very new and interesting features like button on chart where you have some buttons that will help you to merge sessions or to stretch your charting. Then you have session composite where you can merge session, as I said, and you will be able to have them in two ways. I will show you later in the video. Then you have chart stretching, where as the name says, you can stretch your chart with a button on and on. And then you have auto volume, which means that every day you are going to open your terminal, your platform, you are going to have the last certain days that you are going to put to the input tab. For example, if you are going to put number 10, every new day that you are going every day that you are going to open the terminal, you are going to have the last 10 days of volume. Then there are also the standards features that you can have also on other indicators like letters expanding or collapsing. Then you have this naked market profile where if you choose so you can hide your letters. And then also you have this complete customization for every line and every single um, letter, or you can customize absolutely everything for your market profile. Now, let's move on with the first section from the input tab, where you have this, which is called VP1 Settings. That means that this volume is volume on session. It will be displayed by session, where you can have here, you can choose, of course, to have it false or true. Then you have the number of sessions to display. This is also valid for market profile. And you have then accuracy, which means that the number of pips per price segment. It's how this volume is calculated. I will show you in the examples that will come what exactly this is doing. Now let's move on to the chart. This is how on session looks. I'm not going to explain you now about these buttons, what they are doing. I'm going to show you later in the video, but this is what on session looks, and I'm going to show you what this no, actually I'm going to show you later what accuracy means. Okay, and of course you can choose which kind of how many sessions you want to have displayed on the chart. Maybe you can have them 1, or you can have them 100 or 300, as long as your broker database will allow you to have. Then to the next tab, VP Settings, Volume Profile 2 and Volume Profile 3. Volume Profile 2 it's on the left side of the chart, and Volume Profile 3 it's on the right side of the chart. Here you have the numbers of days. So if you set it on 2, for example, every time you are going to open your terminal, you are going to have the last 2 days of volume, and in this one you are going to have the last 4 days of volume. Then you have the maximum width here, which means that how stretched would you like to see your volume on chart. Maybe you want to see just in a small corner, or you will see. I will show you now in the example exactly what it means. And then again you have, of course, the colors, which ones you would like to have them. So I have already made a template so that I make this video a little bit faster for this, and it's this one. Okay, so you can see the difference here, what accuracy means. This is the price step. Here it's 200 accuracy, here it's 400. You see, it's on which price segment the volume profile is calculated. But this one is for the last 4 days. If I'm right, it's this one on the left side is on 5, this one on the right side is on 10, and this has accuracy 100, and this is 400, and this is stretch for 20. Now let me stretch this one for 30% and this one for 10, so that you can see the difference. Okay, now I think it's very clear with what this button, this input is doing. And then we have the next inputs are for market profile. First option here is draw market profile. This means that if you want to have market profile draw or not, or if you want to have volume profile. So if you have volume profile on session true, then this must be on false, or you can have them both, but I'm not sure that they will help you that much. But it's up to you. Then you have display text. That means that when it's on false, you will not see the letters. If it's on true, you will see the letters. Maybe you would like to have them with or without letters. Then you have the option to draw start end line of the session, which means that you have exactly how the name says, if you want to see on the chart a line for the start and a line for the end of the session. Now let me show you again. Let's go back on terminal and show you what's exactly with those settings. Here, this is market profile with no text. You can see the candles. If you choose, you can hide the candles. Of course, you put them on a line chart and then you put on color none, or you can see them. And then there is another setting, the one with the text on. That means you can see the letters. Now we are we on stretch button? True, I think, yes. Let's change this. So now, since I have already did that, this I was planning to show at the end, but this means that you can have chart stretching, because the MetaTrader has a limitation. It will not allow. It's I don't know. I think it's up to the volatility of the price. You cannot go more than a certain stretching. But then if you press on this button, then you can stretch the chart however you want, and you can do whatever you want with your chart. Then you press again and you will have it like this, like normal, like standard. Okay, and then let's see the next setting. This was 3 price step. Yes, price step, I already have it here. Price step, it's this setting from here, where you can choose the price segment of which volume profile is calculated. I will have a later on another video on exactly how market profile is calculated, so that you can understand better the price step. But now I'm just going to introduce you to my indicator. Okay, so this is price step 0.0002. Let me stretch it a little. That means that the difference between the letter is 2 points. You see exactly here. Then you can choose to change it to whatever number you want. Now I have put it to 0.001. That means that here, from here till here, there are 10 points. And I think it's very clear now what this price step is doing. Let me show you on here, price step. Then you can have bold fonts if you want to choose, or you can change the font type, or you can choose the font size, of course. Okay, now we have the color management and design for every line that you have. Actually, sorry, I'm going to go back so that I show you these letters, not letters, this line for the start and end of the session, which is those lines. Nothing that complicated. If you have to have them, or if you do not like to have them in your chart, you have the options to turn them on or off. Okay, now here it's a little bit complicated. There will be a new update in about 1 month, or in the beginning of next month, so that I will make it a little bit more easy to understand. It will have a new design, the input panel, which will make everything much easier to input. So here we have the POC style and POC thickness. That is when market profile text is set on false. Let me show you. Let's go in this one. Let me reset this. And which one was this one? Price step, session lines. I'm not sure if it's this one. No, this was the session lines. But yeah, I can show you again. POC style and POC thickness. Now it's on dot. You see it's dots, and you can have them also. I don't know. You just need to put solid if you want to change the thickness, and it must be to number 1 if you want to change the type. But then the color for this POC will be from here, from the session input. Here you will put the color from POC session. I know it's a little bit mixed, this is why I say that there will be an update soon. Okay, let's go back to this, and then you have the IB color, which is very obvious what this box is doing. It's regarding your IB. Here you can see it on yellow. Let me hide the candlesticks a little. So this is the IB. Then we have high value area color and low value area color. You can choose to change individual color for each line and individual type. Then you have session high and session low color, which is of course the high of the day and high of the session and low of the session. Then you have the session start and end price color, which is this one. Sorry, I'm hiding this one so that you can see. This is the opening price, this is the closing price. So now I show you that you have the option to hide certain sessions from the chart. And then you have session start and end. I mean, these lines, you can change them from here to have them like solid, or you can choose the type of them. You can have them, for example, like this. I'm going to show you now so that you understand. It's, where is it? It's here. Now we have it on dot. But if you want, you can change it to solid, and you can put this to, I don't know, you just need to put the manually to input manually the value. And I put it to number 4. Of course, it's very ugly like this, but for the sake of the example, so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. The next section from the input tab, it's session settings for volume profile and market profile. You have the options, of course, to put them true or false. You can choose up to 3 sessions to be displayed in the same time on the chart. You have the session start time, session end time, the session color, the session POC color. This will be for the line, and as you can see here, the session letter color. This will be for your letters colors. This POC is also POC for the letters. Let me show you what it means. It means that if you choose to have, you're going to put text, and I'm going to hide these ugly lines that I made, and let's put only 1 session. But actually I'm going to put 2 because I'm going to explain something later. Okay, now we are going to stretch it a little so that you can see. Okay, now this is the POC. It will be displayed like this when it's on letter. It will not be a line. And then I'm going to explain you how the buttons works. We have this preview sessions to merge, same session to merge, hide or unhide. This is a reset button or cancellation, and then you have a reset all and chart stretching. I'm going to go together now. It's the same thing it will do also for volume, but I'm going to show you now on this on market profile, but just to know that it will do the same thing for volume. So now first button is chart stretching. I was telling you about it earlier, and then we are going, so that you know, if you are going to have another indicator on the chart, this will not affect it. it will not go into conflict with any indicator that the indicators that you will have on the chart. Okay, I didn't show you about double click on the letters for expanding and collapsing of the letters, but this is what it means. Sorry. Okay, so let me show you now what these buttons are doing exactly. If we have the possibility to merge this one with the preview one, and then so on. So like this, and then like this, and then like this. I don't know if there will be enough letters in the world to go for 100 sessions to do that, which is absurd to do that, but I'm just telling you that I'm not sure how many letters this will accept, but you can go enough. And now you have the options to cancel the last merging that you did, or you have the options to reset all. Then you have another type of merging, which is absolutely very interesting. You have these two, for example, these two sessions, and you want to have them merged together. Then you push on this button, and it will jump from the calculation this session. And then with this session, again, you can merge it with the same type, or you just can merge it with the preview one, like this. And then if this session will be in your way, it will make you confused or something, you will push this button and you will have it out from your chart, or then you can put them back again. It's totally up to you. Then if anything was wrong with what you did, then you can just press the reset button and everything is back to normal. And then this is like everything regarding the indicator. I hope this was covering all, but there is just one more thing and small issue. With the new update from Windows, you might have problem with these buttons showed on charts. So if you are going to have problems with this, I'm going to show you what you need to do. There are some very simple steps. If you will not have them displayed correctly on your chart, then you will have to go to old-fashioned control panel, change date, time, or number formats. This is step 1. Then you will need to go to administrative, then change system, and then you have this box here. If this box is checked, then your indicator probably will not be those buttons will not be displayed correctly. So you must uncheck it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. And I want to give my special thanks to Christian Burcha, which is a professional trader and CEO at CursorForex.ro. He helped me a lot in designing this indicator. I hope I was able to cover everything. I wish you a wonderful day and good luck with this indicator. All the best to you. Bye bye.